My sister-in-law bragged about betraying my brother for years, so I collected every screenshot of her affairs. Now, he's sobbing over her texts, but I'm scared that he'll take the razors out again. I also hate that I'm involved, but I can't cover for her. Commenter 3, is there a way you can postpone it so you're not completely blindsiding him 2 days before Christmas? I just feel like that's a really terrible time to do it. OP, yeah, the timing sucks. The reason I want to tell him now is because we're due to attend a concert all together a few days after Christmas, and I can't bear to go with them and pretend. I think you're right though. Perhaps it's better to wait a few more days. Commenter 4, I would suggest that you gather as much proof as needed to make it irrefutable. Then, schedule a time with a counselor and ask him to come along for support. Let the therapist know of your plan to tell him in their presence to ensure they will be willing to be there to support your brother as an impartial outsider. This should be done carefully, given his history. OP, thank you for that advice. I agree, and I'm trying to gather as much information as I can so there's no room for her to deny anything. I'll definitely look into getting extra support from a therapist. Op on her brother's suicidal background history. OP, yes, he was in his late teens. He was quite devastated at the time. He's a lot older now, so I think he would handle it better, but I'm conscious that I have to be very sensitive and mindful of how, when, where, and what I tell him, and making sure to look after him afterward. Update, December 24, 2024, 2 days later. In my previous post, I explained that I, 32F, recently found out that my sister-in-law, 33F, has been cheating on my brother for their entire relationship and marriage. I ended up telling our younger sister about this too because I couldn't keep it to myself. We both decided that it'd be important for us both to be there when I tell him. We decided we wouldn't say anything negative about his wife, rather just stick to the facts that we knew. I told him to meet us at the park near our parents' place, and when he got there, I immediately burst into tears. I told him that I found out something horrible that I had to share, that I was sorry to be the one to tell him this, especially at this time of year, and that his wife has been having multiple affairs over the course of their entire relationship. I asked if he wanted to see the evidence that I had, and I apologized for showing him the vile messages. It absolutely broke my heart, but he started sobbing reading them. They were very explicit. We spent a few hours talking, crying, and comforting him. We offered to go with him when he confronted her, not to interfere, but to be outside the house in case he needed support.